At the peak of the supersonic era, passenger jets raced across the sky at over twice the speed of sound. While today we have to settle for cruising speeds just over 1,000 kilometers an hour, one company intends to break the sound barrier with passengers within 5 years. And if Boeing's R&D department has its way, by 2050, planes will do London to New York in as little as 2 hours. While there seems to be some discussion as to which supersonic commercial aircraft was actually the fastest, the generally accepted figures put the Soviet-built Tupolev Tu-144 ahead of the Concorde. The Tu-144 first took flight on New Year's Eve 1968, a few months before the Concorde. It had a maximum speed of Mach 2.29, or 2,430 kilometers an hour, but tended to average around Mach 1.6. The aircraft was retired from passenger service in 1978, just a year after performing its first passenger flight for Aeroflot. By then it had completed only 55 passenger flights, but was also involved in 2 fatal accidents. One occurred at the Paris Air Show in 1973, the cause of which is still unknown. The other happened during a test flight in Russia in 1978 due to a ruptured fuel line. The latter was the main reason for the plane being deemed as unsafe for passenger travel. It did remain active beyond passenger service to train pilots of the Buran space shuttle and as a research aircraft for NASA on high-altitude atmosphere radiological conditions. The Tu-144 conducted its final flight in June 1999. Its supersonic rival, the legendary British-French Concorde, had a much longer lifespan as a commercial passenger plane. Entering service in January 1976, it had a top speed of Mach 2.04 or 2,180 kilometers an hour at cruise altitude. It exited in 2003, having one fatal accident 3 years prior, just after taking off from Paris Charles de Gaulle. The 2 supersonic aircraft once available to passengers are not in service anymore. So what are the subsonic heroes of today? Well, the fastest passenger aircraft in service today is the Boeing 747-8i, also known as the 747-8 Intercontinental. This model of the Queen of the Skies has a top speed of Mach 0.86. Unfortunately, it's not that easy to catch a ride on one, as she's only in passenger service with 3 airlines: Lufthansa, Korean Air, and Air China. Its sibling, the 747-400, clocks in at Mach 0.855, making it the second fastest passenger jet still flying. The Airbus A380 and Boeing 787 Dreamliner share third spot with a cruising speed of Mach 0.85. The 777 falls just short with Mach 0.84. But all that may soon change. Boom Technology, an American startup company, is hoping to revive supersonic passenger travel. Its much-anticipated XB1 demonstrator will roll out in October 2020, with its first flight scheduled to take place in 2021. This jet is supposed to be a 1/3 sized version of the actual plane. This is set to be introduced in 2025 and is called Overture. It'll seat 55 passengers and have a top speed of Mach 2.2 or 2,335 kilometers an hour. Of course, it still won't beat the Tu-144's record speed. Overture will be able to fly from Tokyo to Seattle in 4 hours and 30 minutes or from Paris to Montreal in 3 hours and 45. It's also designed as a trijet, meaning it'll have 3 engines, called ramjets, powering its breakneck speed across the skies. The company says that its aircraft will make supersonic air travel the new norm for anyone flying business class, with a seat mile cost similar to the same product on subsonic jets. Boeing has plans to create a passenger jet faster than anything civilian aviation has ever seen. It would have a speed of 5 times that of sound, or close to 6,000 kilometers an hour. This means a flight between London and New York would take around 2 hours. Boeing hopes to have the aircraft in service sometime in the late 2040s. Are you looking forward to the return of supersonic passenger air travel? Let us know in the comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the Simple Flying channel and be sure to click the notification bell.